I love being casted. I'm gonna need somebody else's help.
You look ridiculous.
My dream date is to take a girl out in a cast.
It's always your #1 obsession. I want to be your #1 obsession.
You're going to be alone and not have a relationship.
How do you hide your butt?
I'm addicted to psychics. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't talk to a psychic.
There have been some big changes coming.
You're a really crazy woman.
Yeah.
People like Melissa really do abuse the whole purpose of going to a psychic.
You got your tears, you're happy. What else do you want to know?
My name's Kevin. I'm 27 years old. I live in a suburb of Chicago.
I don't have any broken bones.
But I'm addicted to putting orthopedic casts on my body. Casting is putting a cast on myself. I'm perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. I like the feeling of the cast around me. I've done like 2 full arm casts, 2 full leg casts. I've done 2 full leg casts and an arm cast. I've put on so many different casts, it's ridiculous. What I love about casting is it just feels so amazing and so snug and so comfortable. It gives me like this high that I just can't really get any other way. My blood starts pumping and I get really nervous and it's just a rush. My earliest memory of casting was definitely in early grade school. At about 6 or 7 years old, I used to steal all of my parents' toilet paper and I used to wrap up my legs in toilet paper to mimic a cast. When I was 12 years old, I broke my arm rollerblading and I got my first cast. I got a lot of attention with a cast on. And it's just kind of been an ongoing process ever since then to just learn as much as I can about it. I absolutely love the attention I get. I use crutches, I use a scooter, I use a wheelchair, whatever it takes. And then I love going out in public and then just seeing everybody like, oh, that gawk look, you know, it's just amazing. You never know when there's just gonna be a need to put on a cast. Probably not the best way to do it in the car. It's not the best circumstances, but when you're casting on the fly, you just gotta take what you got. It just screams attention. I can't wait to go into the bar and show off this new cast. It's gonna be so cool to have everybody looking at me. I sometimes do pretend like I'm injured, and that all goes with the story and how I try to draw people in. There's actually, I was in the subway and this guy tried to steal my wallet out of my back pocket, and I just quick right hook, boom. Girls are constantly coming up to me and like, oh, what did you do? Oh, you poor thing. It's a fake cast. I mean, it's a real cast, but my arm's not broken.
And you're wearing a fake cast just for the fun of it?
Yeah.
Really?
My reaction when he told me that he casted himself, I was thinking, that's kind of weird. And I just wasn't interested.
And then a lot of times I have people sign it. You want to sign my cast? I know it sounds really strange, but I'm just trying to get a bunch of people to sign my cast.
And so he's playing this like, oh, look at my poor wounded green candy striped freaking cast. And it kind of makes me a little nauseous, actually.
Most of my friends know about my addiction to casting. Obviously, at first, when I first told them about it, they were like, this is just weird.
What bothers me about it is I have to get him into the car because he can't turn, he can't move, he can't even go to the bathroom by himself.
Casting has definitely like affected my relationships. I broke up with my fiance. She couldn't stand the casting anymore. She just thought it was too weird. This cast addiction is really wreaking havoc over my relationships. I mean, there's been a lot of people who have asked me to stop casting, and, frankly, I don't see a point why I need to stop. This is part of who I am, and I just don't feel like there's a need to hide it anymore, especially since it's such a cool, unique thing.
My name's Melissa. I'm 43. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm addicted to psychics. Hey, it's Melissa. There's a toy that I've been wanting. Is it something I should buy? I lost my silver dollar. Do you have any idea where I might find it? There isn't a day that goes by that I don't talk to a psychic. I talk to them, up to 3 a day. Hey, Malia, it's Melissa. Hadn't talked to you in a little bit. Seeing a psychic can calm me down, can make me feel happy, or give me some peace of mind.
There have been some big changes coming around.
Well, I have some specific questions about my dog. Do you do pets?
Is the dog alive?
There are many different reasons to call a psychic. Sometimes you know something and you want confirmation. There's something on eBay, good investment, bad investment. Well, it can be for a revelation, it can be for a validation. Sometimes you call to kind of, you say, I've met this person. What do you think?
This one has more issues with his mother. Yeah.
You want to know everything, and it's weird. Yeah, so I got a new stove. What do you think about that? A binge psychic situation can be, you may call 10 times in one day. You're calling different psychics, seeing what they say, and, hoping that they all sort of get the same answer. Mainly it's on the phone. I have a couple of people that I read with in person. Is he going to be about my height, a little bit taller?
He might be a little shorter than you.
Dog people? I mean, would they understand my relationship with Eleanor?
This guy might think it was a little bit excessive at times. People like Melissa really do abuse the whole purpose of going to a psychic. They will come weekly or monthly, and it's really not necessary.
If you are doing a phone reading, most psychics charge by the minute. It can be $4 all the way up to $13 a minute. Binge experience, you could get upwards of $15,000 to $20,000. You could, easily. I had brain surgery and got diagnosed with MS within 6 weeks of each other. And you don't know what your future holds. And that's really when all of this started. I was kind of like, I gotta know. You just worry. And worry is not good for my MS. It makes me feel better, and it's really not harming me. I mean, technically, I guess we could say it harms my wallet. But if they're just kind of there holding my hand saying, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fine, which is what my mother would have done. But she's not here. I have used some of the money I inherited for the purpose of psychics. And I'm about 1,000% sure that's not what my mother left me that money for. Okay. I would give anything for another day with my mother. Another hour, another couple of minutes. I don't have that. I am alone. If I know that I want to talk to a psychic, I just don't go out with my friends.
It's definitely inappropriate. It's probably to fill up the void, There's probably a lot of loneliness.
Do I want to stop seeing psychics? Yes. Is that probably what's going to happen? No. If something works for you, you keep going back and back and back. Is that really all that bad?
Maybe overdoing the psychic thing a little?
Well, of course.
My dream date is to take a girl out in a cast.
I'm praying that he doesn't have a cast on.
Always your #1 obsession.
I'm Kevin.
I don't have any broken bones,
but I love being casted. My dream date is to take a girl out in a cast. I mean, if we both go out casted, that's just double awesome. My girlfriend, Samantha, I think we kind of have a chemistry together.
Tonight we're gonna go on a date, and I'm praying that he doesn't have a cast on.
That necklace was really nice.
Yeah.
I definitely have to be with somebody who's supportive of my casting. I figured I'd put on a pink cast. Maybe she'd like it. So how was your day?
It was good. It was okay.
Yeah.
So, I think we need to talk. I really care about you, and the cast thing, I can't comprehend it, and I can't, wrap my head around it. It's a blockade for our relationship.
We're on a date, and you're wearing a pink cast.
When people see me with him, it's embarrassing. My friends and family, they're asking me, they're like, so why does Kevin wear a cast all the time?
But what if I just, were to talk to him?
I don't understand it. My parents, they won't understand it.
I mean, it's always in the way. It's always your #1 obsession. I want to be your #1 obsession.
It's just the tone of her voice. She was so disappointed and so angry at the same time. She's yelling at me.
I mean, is this something that you want to keep doing?
I mean, it's a big part of me,
I can't push this further if you're wearing a cast. I'm kind of over it.
What if I stop, or not stop, but slow down? Maybe just do it every couple months.
I mean, you didn't stop for anyone else. You didn't stop for your ex. What makes you think that now is the time that you're gonna stop for me? I want to see the cast gone.
She said I got to choose her or the casting. Stopping casting would be like me trying to cut off my own arm. It's my life. It's who I am. It's part of me. Man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do now.
There isn't a day that goes by that I don't talk to a psychic. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to paint the kitchen.
Listen to your gut feelings.
I consider Julie to be a good friend. She is my go-to photographer for all things Eleanor, and Eleanor's very photogenic. But Eleanor, she's my baby.
Hey, Melissa.
Sorry we're late. I had to take a phone call.
Works great.
The psychic callback, you know, when the psychic calls, you take the call, because otherwise you're not going to get the psychic. She's got this little wart on her foot. I am going to take her to the bed.
Melissa taking a phone call in the middle of the shoot is very unusual. She doesn't normally do that. Who called?
The psychic.
So, are you calling psychics regularly for other things?
Define regularly.
I don't know. You define regularly.
It's not hurting anything.
Okay. Okay. So how much does a psychic run?
$5 a minute, $5.50 a minute. But I'm at a point where I don't really even enjoy my psychic.
So you're paying them $5 a minute, you're not even enjoying your psychic?
It's an issue.
So do you think you might be calling a little too often and maybe overdoing the psychic thing a little?
Well, of course. Yeah, just take some more pictures.
Take more pictures of Eleanor. Honestly, it's shocking to me that anyone would spend that kind of money on psychics. Probably be better served finding a therapist.
Julie's right. I need to curb it. I know that. That's that. She's right. I think maybe she's done. I am about to go on a blind date.
So, tell me something unique about yourself.
I consult psychics.
Did you consult with a psychic about meeting me?
Well, do you think that's weird?
I've always wanted to do a double arm spiker where both my arms are up like this. Feels freaking amazing. Yeah. When I don't have a cast on, I feel like I'm nobody. Like a part of me is missing. So one of the things I've always wanted to do is a double arm spiker where both my arms are, you know, up like this and they're attached to my torso. This was like a dream come true. I gotta do it. I've always kind of wanted to go out and get people's reaction because it's such a massive cast. I'm gonna need somebody else's help because this is as far as I can go. Just feel really snug and secure and cozy. It's getting real hard and sticky, right?
Yeah.
All right, man.
You look ridiculous.
Thanks, man. Feels freaking amazing. I could like launch it like a brick wall and I just bust right through it. Yeah. I can't wait to see people's reactions. I'm walking down Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago. There's all kinds of people walking all over the place. There's all kinds of traffic, people waving, people looking at me. This is really amazing. I can't believe that I'm actually doing this right now. I'd wave, but you know.
How do you wipe your butt?
I have a really hot girl do it. You're awesome. This is like, honest to God, one of my dreams come true was to get out in a huge cast and have people gawk at me. This cast is definitely everything I've expected it to be. I'm really hoping my girlfriend won't be mad at me.
My name's Melissa, and I'm addicted to psychics. I am about to go on a blind date. Dating is hard. Any leg up I can get, I'm good with that.
This is Ryan's psychic page.
Hey, it's Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
I'm on my way out for my date. I just wanted to do a last-minute check-in. I think based on what the psychic said, there's possibility for a connection. So,
Pretty good.
he's attractive, so that's always helpful.
So, tell me something unique about yourself.
I have a little dog, and she's really important to me. I mean, I don't have any kids.
All right.
And I have a few other little things. I consult psychics a lot. This is a little embarrassing.
About how often?
Sometimes it could be once a day. Sometimes it could be a couple of times a day. Worst case scenario may have been 5 or 6.
She's a little overboard on the psychic readings that she does. It's kind of just not my thing. So basically, any questions you just consult with a psychic?
Really just kind of very specific areas, but yeah, kind of like my dog, Eleanor. sometimes she doesn't act quite right. So I may call the psychic and ask the psychic, you know, hey, can you do an animal thing?
You're a really crazy woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you consult with a psychic about meeting me?
Well, I did. Do you think that's weird?
I mean, you know, there's a lot of people that talk to psychics. Yeah, very unusual. I just find it bizarre.
Yeah.
So,
You have anything like that?
no,
No, most people don't.
just mostly work and go home.
Tim was a great guy, did not judge me on the psychic thing. Who I am is who I am, and take that or leave that.
Do you want to stop?
You got your tears, you're happy. What else do you want to know?
So you didn't get hit by a truck?
No, this is actually something that a friend helped me put on.
I've seen a lot of psychotic things, but never anything like that.
Today, Eleanor and I are going to see her latest photo shoot with Julie Poole. Sit. Thank you.
Hello, Melissa.
Oh, that's a good photo of my baby.
I think that turned out really cute.
Oh, by the way, went to the vet for the paw, the thing. It's just a wart.
Well, I'm glad you saw the vet versus the psychic. You could get quite a few vet visits for the money that you've spent on these psychic phone calls.
I could.
How is it that your friends and everyone can help you just stop doing this?
What I need you to do is just pop up on Facebook, send me a text. Did you call today? I'm asking you to hold me accountable.
I don't think anybody calling you on the hour is going to help. I don't think that's a viable answer. You cannot have somebody else fix your problems. It always starts here with you. It always ends with you. That goes beyond my scope.
Do you want to stop?
Do I want to stop calling psychics? Yes. Do I think that having this exchange is really going to help me? No. I feel really ganged up on. Yes, it's my responsibility. What else do you want to hear?
So what are you going to do?
I'll call whoever I can get a hold of if I feel the need. That's all I can do. Yeah.
Now we're getting somewhere.
No, I think that, you got your tears, you're happy. What else do you want to know?
I want you to be happy.
This is something that you've got to work out with whatever it is you're seeking from these psychics. I think you need to find and hear.
You know, I think a lot of it, if I would just trust my own intuition, I don't need to call people to find out answers. I will stop cold turkey. I feel very alone with this issue. That's not an excuse. I'm just saying it's more difficult, and I'm trying to navigate those waters to figure out how to just stop. The time has come to put an end to it. My thought process is much clearer now, and I'm glad about that.
I've decided to go see a therapist today because this cast addiction is really wrecking havoc over my relationships.
Wow, what happened to you?
Well, that's what I kind of came here to talk about is, I like to wear casts for the fun of it.
So you didn't get hit by a truck?
No, this is actually something that a friend helped me put on.
What is fun about that?
I think it's kind of like a conversation starter.
So what do you tell them?
I'll tell them like a crazy story or something, at first.
So basically, you lie to people when they ask what happened. Do you think it's odd?
I know that it's not, a normal thing.
Never seen anything like that. No, not in my career. I've seen a lot of psychotic things, but never anything like that. Why are you here to change it?
It's gotten in the way of quite a few past relationships. My girlfriend, Samantha, she just cannot stand it. She wants me to stop right now.
Would you do that for her?
I feel like I don't want to. I don't want to stop,
Ever?
Ever.
No matter what implications it has on your relationships and potentially on your body, that doesn't matter to you. So then why are you here?
I've tried to stop before, and I just don't know how, And maybe that's the roadblock that I'm running into.
I do think that you should stop doing this. If you choose this, it feels like you're going to probably be alone and not have a relationship. So I think that this sounds like it's kind of addictive behavior, and then there's the OCD component to it. So this is going to be you doing some work. I would love for you to journal. I would love for you to look at other different types of things that you could do, you know, to get that sensation as far as on your skin.
The therapist said that if I don't stop casting, I'm probably going to be alone for the rest of my life. I don't feel like I'll be alone. I am going to find somebody who's going to appreciate the casting.